morning to all. Let me turn down this music a bit. Alrighty, good morning, good morning. Back to some good old Action Not Included, continuing our Divergent series. Stopped on a nice cycle 100, halfway to the asteroid impact, so it's one of our objectives for the day is to properly get started on that sort of refinement. 100 cycles, we got it. We started amber production, started seacomb production for phyto oil, and the resin amber to refine into resin, to refine into plastic. We're going to be doing that over here. We're heating up water right now, which doesn't have any power. Harold is nice enough to start getting that sorted. We're kind of running a power deficit on the colony, so I can't dedicate like a peat generator to it. We don't have enough peat hanging around, so kind of calling that good. This will take time. We don't need it now, but we will need it pretty soon. What I think I might want to do is put a metal tile. How much water? 700? Yeah. Put a metal tile here. That way the melted resin doesn't fall down here to my aqua tuner. I want to keep it up here for the pitch punt to be able to access. They should be able to build this. Really, they're not in range of this. I am surprised. We could just deconstruct this, make a ladder real quick, and get that built. I should sweep up all the debris as well. I might do that as well, just for cleanliness sake. Deconstruct a few things. Should probably did all this before I started heating up the water, but it'll be fine. Priority on all this. 2 manual generators, 800 watts versus 1200 watts. Can't even keep up. Consuming a lot of dupe power to warm up this water for sure. Uh-oh. Cold damage. There's no way this water's cold enough. It's just not transferring fast enough. Okay, problem. What we can do is just get a couple radiant pipes down here, and that will help immensely. In the meantime, we're getting some damage, but let me, oops, I want the thermal sensor. Let me turn that off for a minute, just so they don't have to continually repair. And let me get some higher priority sweeps going on down here. I got everything repaired. Gonna get the sweep out, clean up a little bit, and if I sweep this out with the debris, there'll be less thermal mass to heat up with the aqua tuner. So I think positives sort of all around. Bunch of chlorine. I think I am going to. I can reclaim some material here. Let's just bridge this on real quick. Just get rid of the last of the water, and then we can deconstruct the pipes. I'm gonna create a little divot for carbon dioxide and carbon dioxide and chlorine to sit for my ration box. This will reduce run times a little bit, but then I can also cap this off. So my plan is I'm essentially going to set up a gas pump right here and pump out everything essentially that's not oxygen, because I want, if I can drop the oxygen down to this level, I feel a lot better than where it's sitting right now. First principle of the day. Still not feeling super solid on food or anything, so I'm not looking to expand just yet. I'm gonna make a Mimika here. This is getting close to being swept out. I'm just gonna relocate the water. Actually, I don't really need to relocate, I can just empty it. They're dropping stuff all over the place. And hopefully those pipes are not built yet. No pending delivery. I don't think I have any nickel over here. Let's create a quick 20. And copy the settings over here. And just doing a bit of waiting. And this is only 30. I wish I had hot debris or something to trapped. Wasn't very smart, Harold. I had those ladders specifically so you wouldn't trap yourself. Alright, alrighty, fungal spore. Let's have these pick up any eggs. I'm dropping this off over here. Yeah, let's grab P as well. So it'll kind of stockpile all our P and eggs for that matter over here. Let's just manually move this for now. Alrighty, let's destroy this and get all our food moved over to this planter box. Okay, and so I set the metal tile, and those will get built once we get the nickel. And I want I think I'm just gonna put this in a gas reservoir for now. I'd love to pump this like out into space or something, but we don't have access to space right now, so it's not something we're able to do. So we need power. I'm not gonna connect it yet. I want to set up some automation. Which we don't have yet. We're looking for a gas element sensor, so let's unlock that. Trying to sweep up all the bleached stone that's off casting just to clean up all of the I got like everything. Oh yeah, that's my or not high priority, low priority sweep that I had going on all across the map. They'll get on this eventually once we actually have the nickel. Probably building the pipes first, which they are. And we can probably turn this back on. I really need to top up this cooling loop as well. Let's raise this priority. I really want to get this food moved over. I don't want to... You know, I want the least degradation on the food as possible. So where it's at right now, since it's in a chlorine or carbon dioxide atmosphere, it will be sterile, which is great. Unfortunately, it is unrefrigerated, so I am getting -4 goodness, I guess, per cycle going on. So we will still have food going bad, but not as fast. The idols are probably our bionics, which it is. I need power up here. So we can start shearing these Rexes. I also have Megafron grains as well, but bionics don't eat, you know, this equivalent to sleep wheat. So I mean, they don't eat any food. So frost buns aren't very useful right now, unfortunately. I could go on and deliver them to the center area to use them, but it's not worth it. We have a power shortage, and that's just because the right side is doing so much work. So I'm actually going to create a I'm going to split the power network and get some bionics running as well, so they can power their own side. Peat is still going down. I don't have much more to dig up. I have some around here that I can dig up, but nothing crazy. I don't have much more availability. I might just go ahead and grab low-hanging fruit, so to speak. So we're gonna have a lot of dupes running on wheels for now, as we're trying to heat up this water. We're up to 35 degrees. So warm. Amber's coming online. Phyto oil is already looking pretty good. Can add some more items. Oh, they weren't being delivered. That's why. All right, and we're not done researching. We're almost there. Leaving food on the ground. Alrighty, well, we haven't built this yet. Because no one's working on smashing up some ore. Also, these two aren't built. Let's go ahead and fill up this loop more. We're gonna need more consistent cooling. We can already tell it's taking a minute. Alright, gas element. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put the yeah, sure, gas element sensor here. We're also gonna put oh my god, well, I'll just directly connect it for now. I'm gonna have a filter gate, so I'm gonna say if it's, oh actually, because I want oxygen as well. So it's essentially gonna read if it's not oxygen for X amount of seconds, then turn on the pump. That's what we're gonna do. So let's get our NOT gate. Automation's always a bit difficult to tell which is the input, which is the output. But the icon where my cursor is right now, that's the input. And for the element sensor, for example, that's going to be an output signal. So similar with pipes, you go outputs to inputs, outputs to inputs. So we'll just have this for now. We have plenty of backlog to get rid of, so I'm not worried about grabbing too much oxygen or anything like that. We're just gonna let it pump for now. Hopefully the gas reservoir will be big enough to store sufficient amounts of gas to clean this area up a little bit. I can also close this off, so I think all the bleach still, but we still have dew drippers, but so no more chlorine will come out of this area. We still have bleach stone over here that's off-gassing, which I would like to sweep. It's kind of hard to tell where it's at, but you can kind of find them. Make all those high priority. We have a storage chest for bleach stone over here, if you remember. Alright, as predominantly chlorine gets pumped out, we're replacing with oxygen, which is cool. I'd rather have an oxygenated base than a chlorine infused base. Alright, now that we got the metal tile, so I want this pool of water to be, 100 degrees. It'll transfer the heat through the metal pipe. I'm gonna have amber sitting here. I should probably have amber sitting on a metal tile, to be completely honest. So I'm gonna do something like this and have the amber sitting on this metal tile. It'll help with the thermal transfer. We got our first feather fibers in as well, which is nice. They should also be growing. Feather growth 0%. Okay, they need to eat. I need food up here. Where did all our dartles go? We have a bunch over here, but we need more dartles. Did they really eat them all? I mean, we have some eggs, obviously. Are they cramped? Okay, they're not cramped. They're looking for food, though. The Rexes only grow their feathers after they eat. So this one, for example, just ate. So every 4 cycles, they'll regrow their feathers. That can be shorn. And every time you shear a Rex, you'll get 4 feather fiber. So we sheared both of them. We got 8 out. What I want to supplement their food with, critter feeder, is any tough meat I get. So Rexes will inevitably be dying of old age down here. I will be getting tough meat, and the tough meat I want to supplement their food with the tough meat. We do have a 96 style stable, so that's cool. The proper way to do this, well, it's not proper. In action not included, it's really nice because it gives you a bunch of ways to achieve the same result. But for ranching Rexes, Cly's, I think, intended behavior is you have a dartle ranch, which is essentially a breeder ranch. You breed dartles, and then the dartles will be delivered to the Rex ranch where the Rexes will eat. Flock spawn. You can get a lot of wood out of these guys. Their antlers give you a lot of wood. Still haven't really solved the food issue or power issue. So I'm not really looking for, to expand my colony at all. So I'm going to just take the flock spawn. I'll keep it wild. And if I ever decide to ranch Floxes, I'll have a Flox to start with. Oops. I do want to keep feather fiber as a resource. Water, 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 water. I know. Seal, and we're still waiting on lime. I can get some lime here, and let's do 20 fossil. Power bank scrap. Sure, I can do that forever as well. We had a couple power banks explode down here. Got some water in the system on accident. Alright, not even 40 degrees yet. This is unreachable, really. The the normal duplicate side is falling behind on tasks quite a bit. Bottle drainer is one of the new buildings. It's really nice. Essentially, you can deliver bottles of water to this. So if you have any like mopped up bottles of water, or if you have a pitcher pump, as you just saw, they can deliver bottles of water, and it'll backfill the cooling loop. So we'll have just a more consistent flow of water. Should be cooling down our base as well, which you can see, especially around this area, it's cooled down quite a bit. We got our radiant pipes, so we shouldn't have any more thermal transfer issues down here. I mean, this should definitely be able to absorb the heat from, or other way around, should be able to absorb the chill coming out of this thermal aqua tuner. Alright, let's do this, and then we can put a pitcher pump. Call that good for now. Overheated. Did this warm up too much? It kinda did, yeah. Let's put a couple temp shift plates. What's the temperature of the water? Well, the 100-degree water is so 50-degree water. So this isn't. It's 26 degrees, so it's not cooling down sufficiently on this, through these radiant liquid pipes. I suspect that is because it's properties of radiant liquid pipes. So, oh, we don't have gold yet either. So, for example, it's going to be related to the thermal conductivity. So, this left pipe is a radiant liquid pipe, so it has a thermal conductivity of 110, which is pretty good. Nickel is 182, which is even better. And then steel is 108. So it should be thermally sufficient enough. I mean, I know the temperature of this water is warming up a little bit, but I didn't think I put that much production through it. So, I mean, we're gonna have to refill this loop. It's essentially the issue at the end of the day. I don't think we're creating gear, or we're behind on creating gear bomb, I suppose. But I don't think we actually need to create it anymore since everyone's getting lubricated with the lubrication station instead with Phyto oil. Let's keep an eye on this. I don't think I need. Well, I need gunk extractors. You're gonna need those, but I don't think I need to be producing any more gear balm. I think I have it covered with the lubrication station. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with the gear balm, or I should say gunk. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the gunk. I mean, I could heat it up to get petroleum, but I'm way too far away from this process. Getting some sort of petroleum boiler or something online. Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing you can do with gunk is get petroleum, so, and sulfur, which is nice. But then, if you're 447 degrees, sulfur is gonna turn into liquid, which is inevitably gonna turn into sulfur gas, so you'll have to extract the sulfur very quickly, or otherwise be ready to handle it. 41 degrees. Not even close. I'll be honest, I thought this system was going to heat up a lot faster. I know it's quite a bit of water and everything, but dang, it's and my coolant loop is over full. I need to remove a couple blobs of water. So I am going to do, I'm just going to deconstruct 3 pipes or so. water will just fall down into the saltwater area. I'm fine with that. Oh. And I'm going to want this as oxygen. So with the automation, since it's not detecting oxygen, I want to flip that to a green signal and turn on the pump. As soon as it starts detecting oxygen, like it just did, it'll turn off the pump. So you can add a filter gate so it's not so touchy, I guess. And do I have a filter gate unlocked? I don't. Once I unlock a filter gate, I will add one. I don't like because we are quote unquote wasting oxygen. See, we have 80 kilograms in the tank, and that's just because we're not letting the gases settle. We're just pulling them out very quickly. So I am gonna let them settle before I do that, or continue to do that. Let's rebuild these pipes and get our loop working again. These guys. Okay, so they're slowly eating. I need more dartles in here, or I need a breeder ranch, one or the other. Eventually. We're already on cycle 105. Okay, so let's get to make sure we have the tools to make the blast shots. I guess technically it's a Bionic's job to make these blast shots, but I just want to see what they take. Yeah, I think we're out of water now. Let's get some more water in here. About time those melted. We have 1,100 kilograms of steel and just shy of 5 tons of nickel. Oh no, I am going to destroy these plants. Oh well. I will get them growing in the right direction. Let's actually uproot from there. It'll destroy the rest, and then we can begin anew. I want to be careful digging up these blocks because I'll cut a lot of plants. So I'm gonna go out this direction. Probably can do the same here. Alright, Bionics have stuff to do. I mean yeah, it's gonna be them getting dug up. All these plants got dug up, so no worries. I don't have to worry about that. Might as well transfer the amber now. Oh, you know what? I want this one lower, because if I keep it here, dupes will be able to stand on the pitch pump and pick up the amber, and then it'll just be a cycle where they'll pick it up, drop it off, pick it up, drop it off. So I want it to actually be unreachable, but I also don't want it sitting on an abyssalite tile because that doesn't transfer thermals as well. So I'm gonna have to dig down and put the tile down there. One more Laura plant seed would be nice. I don't want to dig this one up though because it's 90%, 96% done. Maybe after it drops the amber, I'll put it in. Or, sorry, dig it up. Probably do a skill check. I'm sure we're plenty behind. What are you, Ari? You like machinery, athletics, science. You have all sorts of interests. We already have a couple diggers. We have plenty left to dig, though. Do I need a farmer? I do kind of need a farmer as well. You're not good at ranching. Let's have you be digging farmer. Chip. First chip, you're good for now. Second chip. Can get booster schematics. Yeah, get you increase machinery. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Devon, just give you carrying, always nice to have. I need to make more boosters. Having a bunch of extra like strength booster, construction boosters, it's always good to have your dupes have high construction, and pretty much any booster you have are going to have +2 athletics on them, so it's just going to make our bionics move around faster, get things done faster. So I'm going to queue up a bunch after I skill them up. Harold, you're good. Bill Digger. I'm going to need Applied Sciences Research before long. Digger, you're good. You're good. I could give you more slots. Morale's not fantastic though, so I'm going to hold off on that. Alright, and boosters. Let's create 4 of these. 4 of these. And just so we don't fall, or don't forget, let's add more brine to the tank. We also see that we have a bunch of, as the Rex eat, they excrete brine ice as well. It's a cold enough environment, it should not be melting up here. That was intentional, and so when we need to refill our water, eventually I'll probably like automate the delivery, but then I also will need a heating source. I'll need to heat up the ice in order to get some water out. We can stop this flow now. This has the added benefit of kind of keeping our base cool. We want to make sure we don't keep it too cool. Under 25, we're going to be stifling these plants, so we don't, we're eventually potentially going to need to warm this place back up. Are we out of nickel? Could very well be. Yeah, I didn't make too much of it. 20 nickel, and these are done. So now we're coming in, well, it was coming in at 21. It's kind of all over the place, but coming out at a more consistent, mid-30s. And we are cooling this area down, which is nice. A lot of the heat's was already transferred into the surrounding biome, though you can see. So even though it's coming out at 95C, it's cooled down pretty substantially. I mean, before I even started cooling this was what, 55C. So it's doing pretty well already, but we don't want to leak the heat into the surrounding area. It's just kind of how it turned out to be. Alright, we do have our 1200 kilograms of steel, so we can create a steel aqua tuner and steam turbine. We don't have plastic yet, though. We're waiting on this to warm up. Once we get the once we get the resin, the resin can be deposited into here, and oh, that is a mistake. Don't want to put it over the pipes. This is all so cramped. Let's just go ahead and take the digging booster. We're not hurting for anything else, or I should properly say we're not prepared for anything else. We're not prepared to take additional dupes. I would deconstruct this, but I don't want to trap a dupe over there, so I'm gonna leave it alone for now. I wish I had more free water. That'd be nice. This water's getting pretty chilly. I'm tempted to make some gold. It's such a nice resource to have, but we don't have... You know, I have limited cooling potential in this pool of water. I don't want to dump unnecessary heat into it. I want to pretty much keep this for either iron or steel. I say that, but then I did 5 tons of nickel as well. But, you know, I apparently lie all the time. Alright, 47. Like halfway there. Let's harvest that. And then get it dug up. We have plenty of seacomb sitting here. We are technically losing, not losing, using phyto oil, but it's not that much. And get pitch ball back. And then my plan here, got my filter gate. Alright, so again, ins and outs are kind of weird, but with the filter gate and the AND gate and stuff, they kind of form an arrow point in the direction that they're going to go. So the signal is going to go from the north side to the south side for this, similar with the AND gate. It quote-unquote points in the direction of the signal output. Buffer gate, same thing, points in the direction. So we want the filter gate. Oops. And then just cut the wire in the middle. So this will run, you know, since the wire is cut, it's going to be a positive signal until the filter gate gets built. I'm not too concerned about it. You can already see a lot of the chlorine that was kind of trapped over here finally filtered out and fell down. Our gas reservoir is becoming kind of full, but we did take care of kind of this whole level of chlorine, which is what I was really, you know, annoyed with. So it's not bad. And look at how little water we have. It's gonna be pretty embarrassing when my colony is starved of water. And all of a sudden everything starts dying on me. I think I'm gonna increase all these to 3. I should be able to sustain that. And I think all of these, we can have I can have a, well, no, I need the peat, never mind. I need the peat more than algae, to be honest. Power is, funny enough, more important than oxygen for my duplicates. Like I said last episode, we'll always have the oxygen coming in from the spawn over in the middle area. So in an emergency, the bionics will be able to come into this area and breathe. Water. Yeah, this is backing up. So yeah, either the priority. Well, yeah, I don't need gear balm anymore, really. Let's turn that off for a while and see how bad things go. But that also means we need a way to deal with gunk. And I think my way of dealing with gunk is to put it into liquid reservoirs. For now. These guys probably haven't eaten, huh? Oh, they did. That one didn't. We also have to worry about them overcrowding. What do these take? These take brine ice. That's gonna take some of my water though. I don't want. I was thinking about creating a proper ranch of dew drippers, so I could properly ranch dartles. But these take brine ice, and I don't want to use water essentially on a dartle farm. So I am. What else can Rexes eat? Oh, they can eat regular meat. Sure, if I have any laying around, they can get it. I don't need it for my bionics, so that is fine by me. Carbon dioxide's fine. Chlorine gas isn't ideal, but it's not hurting anything either. This is 50 degrees. This can be amber. Alright. And okay. Why are they? We have empty eco power banks. Why are they not delivering? Yeah, these are. Okay. These are my priority. These are 3 critters. Top tier alums. Bottom ranch can have blumlums in them. I'm okay with that. And my next project, I really want plastic. We have quite a bit of amber. Oh no, they can deliver. This is what I was worried about with the delivery. They're able to pick it up from this third tile and deliver it, and it's an infinite loop. So I'm gonna have the sweep only. I'll just sweep this up every once in a while. Just do a quick sweep command, get it delivered, get it melted, get some resin out, and get some plastic made. That is a tentative plan. Now we're actually doing a bit of waiting. Bionics are working. Get some peat thrown over. Ideally, what I'd have is a solid filter and filter the peat down to my generators and have it automatically delivered to my generators. I don't have a solid filter yet, and I don't. A solid filter requires power as well. I don't have the power to support it either, so we're just doing it manually. Water is my biggest concern over here. Aside from brine ice that I'm getting out in small quantities, I'm gonna need some automation over here as well to grab Rex eggs. What I'd like is to have a dartle farm and deliver dartles over here to be eaten, but I don't have them available. We don't have resin discovered, so I can't bottle it yet. And we're gonna get gas output. See, We're probably gonna overpressure this gas vent eventually, but these are all temporary solutions until I can get proper manufacturing up. That's really what it boils down to. Blast shots. We need, what is this? It's 1,000 health. I believe each of these take off 10 health. It doesn't actually say. It does not say how much health these take off. We have 1,000. I assume they take off 10 health apiece. I assume you're gonna need 100. I did this achievement. I just forget what it was. I believe you need 100 blast shots to shoot down the Demolier. So that's what rough math. That's what I'm gonna be working off of. So I need, times 100. So I need five tons of nickel, and I'm gonna need, oof, I'm gonna need 10 tons of peat, which I don't even have 10 tons of peat. So these farms are gonna have to start doing work. On that note, I think I might just create a lump farm over on the dupe side as well, just for, I mean, you get some tough meat out of it, which is cool. You can throw that in the smoker for some brisket, which is cool. But also for blast shots to make sure we have enough to tide us over. I really don't want to run out. One of the other frustrating things is I'm getting so many Blum eggs. I actually want Lum eggs. I don't want the Divergent. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, Blum. Dwells in carbon dioxide, which, yeah, there's carbon dioxide here, absolutely, but I wouldn't think it'd be so prevalent. So the issue is, if I replace some of these tiles with airflow tiles, which would let the carbon dioxide sink, it's gonna kill the arm of the plant, which is sad. So for instance, if I put a airflow tile right here, it's gonna kill all of this. If I put it over here, it's gonna kill all of this. So I guess I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet. I'll probably just do a bit at a time. Probably like a plant, like try to destroy the least amount of arms as possible. For the end, though, I can do those very quick and not destroy anything. And just to make it even. And then for the center two, I will wait until the plants regrow a little bit and then do the center two. On this bottom row, I'm okay with it being carbon dioxide. I do want some blumlets or lum eggs, but not as many as I'm getting. I'm like, that's everything I have up here. I'm actually, let's relocate here, and you only have a single critter, huh? How close is this egg? 51%. Okay, carbon dioxide should be falling. I almost need to do something similar over here with the chlorine. It's less of a concern for bionic duplicates because they don't have breathing issues, but they do get eye irritation. The chlorine gives eye irritation. Carbon dioxide and oxygen are fine, but the chlorine is making them have HEI, so that's -4 athletics, which is just slowing them down. So I should definitely work on, but I also need, there's just, you can see it off-gassing. There was a, I can't even select it. It's bleach stone right here, and I'm failing to properly select it. It's polluted gas, polluted oxygen rather. Oh, okay. So, filter gate finally got built. So, hold on one sec. Got a printing pod. Yeah, our food's actually going down. I don't want a duplicate right now. Okay. So, it's a filter gate. So, if oxygen is detected, this will output a green signal to the filter gate. If the filter gate receives the green signal for longer than 5 seconds, it will continue sending a or it will then send the green signal outbound to the NOT gate to turn off the pump. If it's any other gas, say carbon dioxide, this will be a red. It'll be a red signal, and then it will turn the output red, so it'll turn on the gas pump. So that'll. I think I kind of want the signals flipped, or the automation flipped, the NOT gate and the filter gate, just because it's holding the NOT signal, so it's holding it on. I want it to hold it off until. Yeah, I'm gonna flip these. Okay, we did a lot of sweeping. Base is looking a little bit cleaner. My pip is planting plants in areas that I don't want them planted, but that's fine. I can dig them up. We only have one critter in here. I want a lum though. Do I have any lums hanging around? Nope, that's actually it. What I can do is relocate this here and then take it over. But like I said, I also want a ranch over here, so let's actually get going on that. How's the temperature? 30. It's our good 25, right? Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna have a ranch right here. I wish I could copy and paste this ranch just because I'm lazy and and we're gonna need to copy and paste it anyway. So it's 96. That'll at least get us most of the way there. One of the issues with the left side of the base, the normal duplicate side of the base is there's not a lot of refined metals. I don't have a good refine. I've just been using the rock crusher, so I don't have 5 tons of nickel ore or anything similar to that. I'm gonna build this properly this time to let the carbon dioxide drop. What are we up to? 57 degrees. Getting warm. Not enough to melt amber though. One thing I'm probably gonna end up doing is looping the cooling loop at this point around to the polymer press. So make sure that's a cooled building. It tends to warm up very quickly. Bathrooms are chugging along. Food is so good. I need to reverse this. Okay. A meteor must have fell. Yep. Liquid pipe overlay is always so clean. I need to eventually bring this water up to the Avagro nodes. I'm working on it. Dartwell's gotta go. Okay, now that I switched these around, so if the gas sensor is not detecting oxygen, so if it's not detecting oxygen for 5 seconds, then it'll turn the pump on, or within the past 5 seconds, I should say. So you can see it's polluted oxygen, and then once it hits oxygen, kind of falling down, it'll turn green, and then it'll hold. Or sorry, it'll turn green, turn it to red, and then the red signal will be transmitted through to the pump, so it'll turn off. So now that it's off, this towel has to be not oxygen for over 5 seconds before the pump turns on. So it'll keep the bad air pretty much below this point, which is nice. Okay, doing the last of the building. We're wasting a lot of dupe time on these wheels, for sure. But we kind of need to at the end of the day, because we don't have an alternate power source at all. 100 cycle 112. Haven't made a single blast shot. Doing great. I'm sort of joking, sort of not. So we're working on our peat. Ingredient 3, this can be biodiesel, and that's going to require the emulsifier, which is somewhere. Probably refinement. Emulsifier. I know it's here somewhere. I'm probably just blind. Or have I not researched it? I haven't researched it. Fair enough, fair enough. Over on the bionic side, I am going to be sharing these feather fibers for Atmo suits. I think I'm probably going to stop and just get... Well, let's see. I need... Oh, yeah. So, okay, so I'm going to send the blast shots over to the bionic side. The bionics are going to be responsible to go up there and shoot them off, right? Actually, what we can do is, well, we're going to dig out all that. Oh yeah, that's what happened last time. Brian Ice had to fall down here and melt, and that's what screwed up my power bank chargers. Okay, they'll dig all that. And then, quick little logic puzzle. So we want the signal green. What are these? And, jeez, and. Okay, so 3 AND gates. So we just need every signal green. So that's pretty boring. Oh, this has a knot on it. So we just need every input green. And then we can get these. Alright. Put a lower priority deconstruct. Finally get rid of this building broken, building attunement, all that stuff. We'll get rid of it. Finally. Cycle 112. Idle. Who's idle? Why are you guys idle? Only one of you are good enough to dig. You know, we can do plenty of dig commands all over the place. Actually, I'm gonna do this a different way. I'm gonna dig top down. Just so I have the line. I don't want to break the abyssalite because yeah, because reasons. Letting the chill out. That's why I don't want to break it. Okay. But all of this lower priority. This is what I want you guys doing, but I don't want you sitting idle. Mm, 62 degrees. How's the amber looking? Ah, it's gonna take forever to warm up. Debris always has a really hard time interacting with the environment around it to warm up. Sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad. In this particular case, that's bad because we do want it to warm up. Time till start. Time till death. Okay, you got meat now. Eat. Quit starving. Thank you. Did they devour that meat? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. There's 12 kilograms and they ate 8 of it. Alright, dig, dig, dig. Emulsifiers eventually getting researched. We're almost there. More duplicates. Oh yeah, I probably have all those boosters done. Sure. I almost wish I could sort by bionics. What are you? Strength, grill, EE. Let's go construction. Dig, build, crop. Let's get rid of crop. Give you a strength and digging. Strength, construction, dig, dig. Good. Ranch, tidy. Strength, it's fine. Alright. Make our bionics a little bit better. Bigger, stronger, faster. Do we not have any Avagro seeds? Where are all these guys? Okay, I guess they're all over here. Let's relocate a couple. And not wrangle, relocate. I'm gonna disable. I don't want them groomed yet because the Avagros have not been grown or haven't grown out at all, so they will potentially starve. I don't want them starving. I'm building these two towers just to create a 96 size ranch. Get the room bonus. All right, polymer press is available. The amber is sitting at a whopping 34 degrees. All right, we got some blast shots. This set needs power. Intracosmic, yeah. Once we shoot these 4, we'll also learn how much damage they do, so we know how many we'll need. Alright, broke the surface. Alright, we are deconstructing this eventually. We can get free resources. With the long tunnel going out, I am technically losing atmosphere, but it shouldn't be a lot. We need power up here. Once we get power, then we can shoot these blast shots off. Time to come over here and grab some of this meat. And this is the emulsifier glass. Oh boy, we do not have glass. We can make glass, but glass is expensive. And when I say expensive, I mean expensive in the power fashion. I don't even know if I have that unlocked. I'm glad I figured out I needed glass now, though. It'd have sucked to figure that out in a little bit. Where is this everywhere? We're gonna just make the glass up here and just drop it down into this water pool. Glass comes out as a liquid at about 1,000 degrees Celsius, but it has like no thermal mass, so it's really easy to cool down. But yeah. Okay, that's going along. It's all low priority though. Four, five, six, seven. Oops. Three, where'd one of them go? Is it already loaded? Is that what's going on? Yeah. Oh, well, we shot it. There it is. 0.4 cycles to impact. The other three should be along shortly. How's my Pete? Pete's still going down. We do have batteries going on though. We need to load these up though. This hydrogen generator is really helping. I know we're not getting like a full, full pipe of hydrogen or anything out of it, but it is supplementing our power. I reckoned without this we would have ran out of Pete and been in a power deficit quite a while ago. Let's just make that a high priority. Get the blast shots out. And I hate that pipe already. Alright, food is going back up. Power is 0. Just because, oh, it impacted. Yep, that's what I thought. 10 HP per rocket. So we need 99, well, technically need 96 more of them. But, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna leave this running. I'm gonna use the restroom, grab a drink. I'll be back in soon. Soon. Be right back. And I'm back. Alright, made no progress digging. These guys aren't starving yet. Alright, we still have a bit of tough meat. As these ranches fully come online, it takes a while since these guys live to be 200. But once these ranches fully come online, we'll be getting a much more regular supply of tough meat. Oh my, research hasn't even done. Wait. Oh, this requires radiation. Well, time to work on this. Alright, let's... Blueprint, what do we got? Sure, we can take a wart seed. We're gonna need them. We're gonna need them for this situation right here. Alright, so radiation. Gotta get this going. So I'm gonna have a dedicated power network for this, which I'm gonna have right below it. This is gonna be providing a lot of natural cooling from esports. So we are gonna put the heat source, which is the batteries, right below it. We don't really need smart batteries for this situation because we're gonna have manual generators. Well, it's gonna be a bit funky, but we're making do with the room we have. Oh my god, manual generators, jeez. Let's move those over one. I am worried about critters jumping across and getting hit. They'll also essentially destroy the rad bolt if that happens, so not oh man. I need a third Weezwort. Where's an easy one? I could grab that one. Got a couple up here. This is letting chlorine escape though. Don't really want to do that. Got one down there, chlorine as well though. Oh, this is diamond. Well, let's construct that. Let's grab that one right there. Can inspect a few of these point of interest buildings. Get a booster. The brine water is not fantastic, but it'll be short-lived, so we're not going to be down here often. Peat, diamond, eggs. Okay, charged batteries. Man, the pip was real quick coming back to replant these, wasn't it? Look at all these blum-lums. Crazy how many we have. It should be beating. Oh, wait a minute. It didn't destroy the plants. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, well, let's get these last two done. Today I learned. I didn't know that. I figured for sure it was going to destroy the plants. Like, I can't believe that doesn't destroy the plant right there, digging out the tile. So that is that's neat. I didn't know that. This is receiving radiation, even though there's a single Weezwort. There will soon be 3. Radiation will be absorbed here, redirected through this rad bolt reflector across the diagonal and into the material study terminal. And Weezworts take phosphorite. We have 24 tons, which is a lot. It's plenty. Since we're waiting on rad bolts, let's just start steam turbine as well. That was going to be my next research to get access to the steam turbine, even though we don't have access to plastic yet. 76 degrees. Amber is 37 degrees. Oh boy. I mean, to be fair, it is 2.4 tons of amber, but I would still assume it would be faster. Well, let's get this done. I need the Weezwort. 2 400 watts will be able to keep up with the rad bolt generator. Again, a lot of dupe labor. That seems to be the name of the game right now, just abusing dupe labor. But we need glass before we can make the emulsifier, which before we can make the biodiesel, which is the third ingredient down here that we can't see yet, so that we can start making intra-cosmic blast shots. Gonna need more nickel. Cycle 120. Not liking our odds right now. I was apparently too slow on the uptake on this. And I don't think we have a rancher on this side. We do not. Trying to find somebody who would be a decent rancher. Might end up being pay. Yep, it's gonna be pay for now. Make sure she has the priorities for it. I want her doing any ranching before any digging. With the priorities, it is a left to right system, and then it is a proximity system, so she should be doing any ranching before any digging, which I don't actually have a lot of digging queued up on this side anyways, so she wouldn't be running all around the map. So hopefully this slum will get delivered. We have the water coming from this vent. I believe the vent should be dormant right now. Yeah, it's dormant, but I still have a backlog of water. And we got third wart. Oh no. This is one thing I was worried about, them not generating power fast enough. And now I'm losing rad bolts since there's not enough power for it. So rad bolts start decaying. So that's definitely not ideal. So definitely want to prioritize those generators. I'd love to just use peat, for peat generators. Expand this system out, create a couple transformers and distribute power throughout the base. I'd love to do that, but I just don't have the peat for it. So we're gonna be manual. It's finally got some rad bolts, so I actually want to switch this back to glass forge, and Otto will get right on that. We just don't have a lot of radiation coming in. It's only collecting. We're only getting 860, 870 rads per cycle, which isn't a lot. You can divide it by 10, so you get about 87 rads per cycle for the material study lab. So that is not a lot. I would like more Weesworths, but I don't really have any available right now. And even if I did, I don't have a lot of room to put them in. I could move this battery over to the right one and add, fourth Weeswort, but it's not gonna be a huge improvement since radiation drops off over distance. For example, right next to it you get 319, another tile 250, and then third tile 184. So since this would be the third tile, we'd just be getting like 150, 180 more rads per cycle, which isn't great. But you can already see the cooling potential, so the batteries will offset this. This will probably be pretty net even. You could do the math, but it's fine. Water, still not great. We got the Demolitor, jeez, got it. What is it, 4% killed? 4% destroyed. We're almost there. No, okay, we can actually start shearing this, or not shearing it, grooming it. Lum. Lumlet. Let's do 3. Once the lum is tamed, it'll eat a lot more, so we'll get a lot more waste out of it, a lot more peat. The reason the peat isn't doing great down here as well is we only have 4 lums. We don't have, I intended to have 6 up here and then maybe 1 or 2 more down here, so we're definitely running a deficit for sure. Okay, we just have all 4 dupes just running on manual generators. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. Oh, here's another lum. Sure. Let's do the top one. I forgot I wrangled that guy there. Do I have any more lums hanging around that are easy to get? Nope. Normally I would say it's not bad to have duplicates running on wheels because at least they're increasing their athletics, but bionic duplicates do not get the passive attribute gain in the same fashion normal duplicates do, so it actually just feels bad. It just feels like a waste of time. Um, Power, we're limping along. Got this lum. He is being tamed ever so slowly. Water is up to 78 degrees. Amber just shy of 40. Still a ways to go, actually. I'll just print out some Avagro figs. I really want the emulsifier done. Emulsifier will start letting us take the phyto oil and bleach stone and create biodiesel. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, the amber to resin, I'm not too stressed about that. That can happen when it happens. That's just for our plastic production. The intracosmic blast shots don't require plastic in any fashion. It just requires phyto oil, which we have, bleach stone, which we have to make biodiesel, and then biodiesel, peat and nickel to create the blast shots. So actually we're not looking, I was thinking we needed plastic for these blast shots. We don't. So while this system is needed, or something similar to the system is needed, it's not like an emergency priority or anything like that. We have plenty of seacomb leaves here. Our dupes are not concerned about picking them up and smashing them into oil, which is fine. Ah, that's painful. Well, I guess this system's more efficient. Oh boy. Red. So this is 80% efficient. If you just smash it up, it's 50% efficient. But this is so much easier. Well, too bad. I'm committed. I created this system. I'm gonna use it. I'm getting everything out of it. Power is obviously a concern over here, though. Running on wheels. We got rad bolts. We're 14 of 20 of the way there. The next rad bolt shot will see this guy This Phlox has been hit by, it looks like a couple rad bolts, which is not ideal. I need to change that. So you're getting wrangled up here. Sorry, relocated. And I thought I had a pip. I mean, I do down here. Oh, I see. The pip is okay. The pip's all around the place. I see. All right, let's get the Phlox out of there before he gets shot in the face again. What are you doing, buddy? Man, you're walking a long ways, aren't you? Jeez. Don't stand there. That's a bad spot. He's gonna walk right in front of this again, isn't he? I know it. I see it happening already. Okay. Alright, he didn't. That's good. So that a priority. Get the Phlox out of there. We're out of polluted dirt, it looks like. Yeah, we're kind of running low. And our gas reservoir is full. Dang it. I'm surprised the gas is pushing up so far or so fast. I figured the oxygen would be trying to keep it down, but nope. Not quite. Okay. Feather fibers, we have 24, that's cool. We're fine with it. Like if we'd like the manufacturing for Atmos suits, we'd be solid. Otto's my only researcher. He's probably sleeping. Alright. Pumps will work again. We have 80 cycles to create 96 blast shots. Will we make it? Everything is moving along, even though all the systems are pretty patchwork. Some gloves that we don't particularly care about. Alright, that is the emulsifier. Let's immediately switch over to steam turbines. Oh, I'm sorry, not the emulsifier, glass forge. That's what I meant to say in my head. As I mentioned, when you refine sand into glass, it comes out as a molten liquid, very, 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 very hot. Generally, the easiest way is just drop it into a pool of water. It doesn't have a lot of thermal mass, so it's not gonna heat up the water to a very high degree or anything like that. I did make these out of ceramic. I do believe my ceramic is all over here though. So let's queue up some ceramic. Let's make it out of coal though. Coal, clay, we have plenty of clay. Let's just do 10. We only need, oh wait, sorry, my number's wrong. 100 per, we need 3 pipes, we need 12 actually. And then we'll get the emulsifier. We'll bring over the glass into the storage bin and then build the emulsifier out of it. 85 degrees, 86. This whole area is getting pretty warm. Thankfully, carbon dioxide is a pretty bad thermal conductor, so shouldn't transfer the heat too quickly. What I should do is kind of expand this pipe around a little bit. Once we finish the steam turbine research or renewable energy research, I'm probably going to turn off this system here. Save a lot of dupe power. Yeah, just save a lot of convenience. Sounds like we have meteors coming down. Nope, I lied. I just want to make sure my Rexes don't starve. I know food is going to be intermittent for them for a little while. Liquid output, and we're still waiting on ceramic. Okay. Man, look at all this hydrogen. Now let's put that up to 10 seconds. Printable. Let's see, ice. It's not a horrible idea. Just relocate it all right here. It'll eventually melt and give us more resources, more water for that matter. Even though that area is pretty chill already. I need to kind of just grab this water right here. Yeah, our dupes are just generally behind on errands. You only have 5 dupes per side and doing a lot of manual operations, a lot of manual power generation. 3 dupes chilling here. Just one over here right now, but you know, just a big use of time. Oh, I still don't have enough. Come on. Did I miscount? Did I have 4 pipes instead of 3? I did. I did. Okay. Glass we needed 200, right? So cube glass. Oh, we only needed 100. I don't want to make more than we need. Oh, I don't even have it discovered yet. Jeez. How old are these? Man, yeah, these blumblums are only 15, 20 years old. 24. Gonna take forever to expire. So we're no longer creating, oh, you know what I can do? I should have did this a while ago. I have a bunch of polluted water laying around, right? Here's 1.8 tons, here's, 3.3 tons. I can just dump all the polluted water down here, and it'll get recycled into my plants. So that's what I'm actually gonna do. That would have been smart to do 100 cycles to go. Not 100, but 50 cycles to go. Anything we can do to like supplement our water supply on the right side of our base. Is this actually unreachable? Oh wait, it's 4 high. Oh, Harold's normal duplicate. Duh. Alright, I'll build that eventually. Get around to this. Higher priority, just so we can get it done. Get the emulsifier. And we can just set everything up over there. 91 degrees, we're getting there. Amber's 44, getting there. It does seem like the power, the power banks definitely going. They're definitely cyclical. Like all my dupes consume all the power banks all at once, and then I have a bunch of empty, and then over the next 3 cycles they charge back up, and then they all get eaten again. So it seems very much like a cyclical event going on. I actually want all this turned off. It's a bit of a mistake putting all this power on the same level as the animals. It can sometimes be very annoying to click on machinery behind them. But we won't need this system for a bit. We have all the Red Bulls that we need to finish this research for renewable energy, which is going to give us our steam turbine, which we need plastic for, obviously. A bunch of refined metal as well. But that should be good. We got our first batch of glass. start tracking that. We also want to move it over here. The what does the molten glass come out at? Yeah, 2,000 degrees Celsius. Yeah, so toasty. Definitely warm. It takes a lot of power as well. There we go. That's our 100 glass. So we can make the emulsifier. Oops. They're delivering it. That's why I lost access to it. Let's keep a couple space for a couple liquid tanks in the middle. We're gonna need phyto oil in. That's gonna give us, I believe, biodiesel out, along with other stuff. Yep. So phyto oil, bleach stone in. Biodiesel out. Biodiesel is gonna be an ingredient here. So I guess I only need one liquid tank. So we're gonna use this output. Probably gonna be replacing all of the floor. I might as well just replace it all. And we're gonna need. Oh, I can't queue them up yet. I'm gonna queue up all 96 all at once, so I know how many we're missing versus how many we need. So this creates 200. Ah, I don't know how much that requires either. 96 degrees. Melting point 95, yeah, so it'll be just over. Alright, bit of a waiting game now. You can see the bionics are doing the low priority tasks now since we're kinda all caught up. Dropping out polluted water. How much more do we have? Not a lot. Okay. I don't want to overfill this, right? But we have a lot of room. A lot of room. That's no longer producing. That's fine. We can go back to some of our basic researches. Trying to think of anything that we need. I don't think we need anything. They're all just nice to have. You know, rocket parts, stuff like that. Well, might as well relocate some blumlums, get some algae out of this as well. You know, I should probably just sweep everything. Except edible. Because edible is a vibrofig. Well, I actually want to grab the tough meat as well. Wherever that is. Maybe that's under... since tough meat can't be eaten directly, it can only be eaten after it's cooked. It's probably not classified as edible in this case. So let's just do that across all these. It'll clean up the farms quite a bit too. The only thing that'll be on the ground is, I think, vigrofigs, which is fine. That's what the blums eat, so. Okay, let's get all this stuff done. We have 75 cycles. We gotta start cranking this stuff out. Whoops. I meant to connect this up, forgot. And printing pod. I'm gonna choose Paku. Hopefully they'll go left and fall down into this pool. They're going left. They might fall down in this pool as well, but we'll see. I guess either one's fine. Probably in the future I'd like to make a Paku farm, just because Pakus are like fantastic, like a fantastic food source for dupes. Where did they go? Did I? Oh, there. Okay, they're there. They're a fantastic food source for dupes. Cooked fish is great. So, and they're very easy to maintain. All you gotta do is like deliver, seeds. We have plenty of sweat corn seeds, so we could deliver seeds. They eat like a quarter seed a cycle. Yeah. So they're pretty harmonious with everything else. Oof, these draw too much power. I can't have it on this grid. There's just no way that's gonna work. I could burn biodiesel in a petroleum generator. I think at least. Yeah, biodiesel. It didn't show up on the biodiesel menu. I was confused. I could burn it in the petroleum generator, but I do have a finite supply of vital oil, so I don't think I want to do that. I think I want another Mimika here. There's a cycle, like cycles that happen where all the Mimikas die, and these aren't getting pollinated, which is gonna inversely affect my food supply. So definitely want to keep that up. These aren't going to be used all the time. They're going to be used on and off. I think I'm just going to, again, have, surprise, surprise, manual generators with batteries. I think I am just going to have a better wire as well, just so I don't have to worry about overloading issues if both machines happen to be in use at the same time. Okay, so I want to create one of this just so I can get biodiesel, just so I can see how much biodiesel it takes for each blast shot. Take 40 more cycles for that to be active. That's actually a long dormancy period. What I should do is get down in here and dig out a bigger liquid tank. Or hell, just dig all the way down, just have this entire biome be a potential liquid tank. That way we're not, quote unquote, wasting any water to having the geyser be being overpressured or blocked where it's not outputting polluted water. I'm sure we had a lot of times previously when it was blocked and not producing anything. I need to finish up this stuff before I go back down there and expand the tank. Plenty of amber chilling out right here. Plenty of seacombs chilling out as well. We'll eventually get to the backlog. There we go. Got the Fido oil, got the bleach stone. I'm annoyed that it says 0 kilograms available, just because it's in a liquid tank. Alright, continue next research. Alright, biodiesel. It takes... No shot, it takes 200 kilograms per... Uh-oh, that's a lot. Anyways, we're gonna queue up 96. That's how many we need. That will happen eventually. So this creates 200, so we also need 96 here. That's a good way to... Nice even distribution going on there. Peat, we are crappy. Don't have a lot. We can probably go around and dig some up though. Yeah, quite a bit down here and stuff. Alright, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. Be right back. And I'm back. Peat is still decreasing. Surprise, surprise. We do have a nice little polluted water backup since we cleaned up all of the polluted water over here. We're making biodiesel slowly. I kind of want all of this stuff on a 7. I need to get this production up and going. You know, we have just over 70 cycles remaining. So let's do last shots. Let's make sure they get delivered over here so the Bionics can take it up and launch them. Team effort going on. All up here is nicely oxygenated and everything like that, so we don't have to contend with like breathing issues or anything like that. We have quite a lot of bleach stone down here, which I guess a lot of it was already stolen. Now we get to start digging. Power. Yeah, chlorine is kind of trying to back up in here. We should be getting some algae in from these guys, but not like a crazy amount or anything. Our research finished while I was gone. These are just some things a lot of plastics, which will be coming eventually as our amber is up to 50 degrees Celsius. So thankfully, since this system is up to temp, it's not gonna continue heating too much more. The bad thing is though, the liquid is no longer gonna continue losing temperature or continue in the reduction of temperature too terribly much. It'll turn on and off as you get blobs of water that come through that are other way around. As this fluctuates between 99 and 100, it'll turn on and off. Look at that, we created three things of biodiesel already. All right, let's go. Peat is going to be coming from here. Nickel, that's probably actually what we're short on. We have some. Not a lot though. Yeah, water. This is pretty water intensive operation, so they're going to be back and forth quite a bit. Let's just sweep up these leaves so they don't have to keep going in and out of the water for 25 leaves at a time. They can grab a bunch more. Bionics are idle. I could just have more low priority sweeps. I wonder if they're gonna trap themselves. Okay, good, they're not. I kind of figured they were. It's what they're best at. I will say with the Demolier being a threat, it does slow down kind of your progression chain as well. Being as you're, it's like, oh, I need to plant seed combs. I need to, well, amber, you actually don't need. I need to plant seed combs. Oh, I need to produce peat. I need to, what am I missing? I need to make refined metals, and you're using so many resources just to continue this production. So it is it is a labor intensive activity. I don't want the Rex eggs to eventually overcrowd them, so I've been paying attention. Our peat did finally go up, but I suspect that's because we did some digging. I think that's a fake number. Really, I think I've quite a bit of peat on the left side and not a lot on the right. I think that's ultimately what's happening. You do see our water level dropping since this is dormant. What, for 35 cycles, 37 cycles? It should be enough to last us. It's still warm. I have a feeling this area is going to heat up quite a bit. I don't think our water is particularly cold either. It's 35 to 40 degrees, and that's mostly because it's picking up a bunch of heat down here. Alright, we have fed oil. These are not coming out. Gotcha. Oh, glad I looked at that. Okay, so we need a learn skill. That's an operating skill. Let's see who we got. That's not what I want. Flash. Okay, so we need somebody in hiding. So we need 3 skills. We need somebody with low morale requirements. Guess you can stay digging. Honestly, I might have to skill scrub somebody. Or I could do Herald. Don't want to do auto. Pay is too high morale already. Yeah, I think Herald's gonna be our guy. Improved hiding. Pyrotechnics rather. And that's a operating task, I do believe. It is operating. So I'm gonna make sure Herald has a priority in operating as well. Oh, you're sleeping. What do priorities look like? Sure, medicine, rat skill, shower, plant pulverizer. Oh, that is. I'm gonna make this an 8 because essentially, if we have the materials, I want them to use blast shot. Otherwise, they can start doing the prerequisites. Just because other people can do this, right? Devon's crushing some plants. For this refinement, I think anyone can do this Bowdies as well, but nobody else can make the blast shots except Harold. So I want to make sure this machine has priority as far as operation tasks are concerned. Geez, that takes some time as well. That is not a quick operation. Could add a light to make it, to give them a well-lit buff to make the operation a little bit faster. It doesn't make the operation that much faster. It's like 10% faster, which, hell, when the operation's taking... Does it tell me how long it takes? Nope, not really. It takes quite a while though. 80 seconds, there you go. Geez, when you only have 600 seconds in the cycle, it takes almost an eighth of a cycle to create one blast shot. It's crazy. And we're out of peat. Let's load up some peat here. I should have only did one ranch at a time when I was sweeping everything out. It would have been smarter. Yeah, this chlorine's becoming a big issue now. Why can I not? I see I see the bleach stone right there. Why can I not select it? What is that, dartle? I know it's the dartles. These are, yeah, they excrete bleach stone and chlorine gas. Like, my chlorine issue is because of dartles. I know where it's coming from, and I don't like them as creatures. They're very annoying. Unless I'm specifically ranching them, like I don't want to see them. I don't want to see them at all. Okay. Getting some peat over there. I could actually use fertilizer for now until I run out of it. That way I'm just saving as much peat as I can. Yeah, I'm gonna need a similar type of situation here. The bottom row of agros are fine since we have a carbon dioxide sitting in the tile, and the carbon dioxide really doesn't go anywhere. But with the tiles above, since carbon dioxide's let flow down, the Avagro nodes are not growing. So that's why I'm gonna need another storage system here. It's just gonna be very similar to my other one. Where I am checking for the type of gas. If it's not the type of gas I want, then I'm going to wait 5 seconds and then allow it to pump out the nastiness. So this will at least reduce the chlorine down to roughly this level. Hey there, Doctor. Welcome to chat. Going to also set this gas element sensor to oxygen. That's what I want to be there. 5 seconds is fine. And just allow the signal. So since it's not oxygen yet, it'll flip it to a green signal, and then the green signal will be wait for 5 seconds. And if it's green for 5 seconds, then it'll turn the gas pump on. So that's what we're doing. We're pumping out essentially chlorine and carbon dioxide at this point. And that'll just work in the background. But it's also consuming more power. Everything comes back to power, which we don't have any of. I'd love just to have geothermal power online. That'd be great. But I do not. These power brownouts are also why SPOMs are such a nice thing, because I just don't have to worry about it. All of the hydrogen is powering all of the power needs for the oxygen production, so I know I'm always going to get 2 full pipes of oxygen out to my base. So it's something I can just ignore. It's a self-sustaining system. No inputs, no outputs. Well, I mean, the input is water. But other than that, no inputs, no dupe labor as well, which is really nice. Whereas a lot of these other systems, all of my farms, ranches, farms, refinement, all require dupe interaction. I'm getting overloads now because I just have another pump running. I have all this automation running. Let's actually just stop for now on these. Let one farm finish, and then I'll turn on the next. It'll help with my power situation. Peat, 7.4 tons. New duplicate. I'll just take food. My food's going alright. I got some polluted dirt there, which I'm actually shy on polluted dirt now at this point. The only polluted dirt I'm really generating is from this water sieve, which Oh, sorry, these two water sieves, which the bottom one is running all the time, sure, but the top one only runs when I Dupe goes to the bathroom, so it's not running much of the time. Just digging now. I can about drop this water pool in and combine it with all the rest of them. My Paku are crowded, so their egg drop chance is going to be reduced. But I'm not farming them right now, so I'm not worried about their population. I just want some, and if we have some, that's good enough for me. I've created 9 blast shots, only 90 to go. It's not a big number at all. Don't worry about it. Nothing to be worried about. We got a bunch of ice that is warming up, but I am going to... We're actually not using any of that water. We're just using polluted water for now. I think I need to really start thinking about Rex farms. I do think this is going to be my late game water solution, as painful as that sounds. So I need to properly automate and create Rex ranches. I'll have a lot of feather fiber, which is nice. Not that I need that much feather fiber, but I do need some. What is this? Brine ice? Yeah, so some of the ice is going to have to go back into dew drippers. I'm not going to have enough wild planted. Although I do have pips. I do have dew dripper seeds. I could create a large wild planted farm. Let's say I have a 3 by X farm. How big can I have it? To be 96 tiles. So I can have it that big. So it's 32 tile wide. So divide by 3. I can only wild pit plant 10 dew drippers. A wild dew dripper takes 8 cycles to grow. And 1 dartle eats 1 dew dripper a cycle. That means a whole wild planted farm can support 1.2 1.2 dartles. Oh, that is not a number I like. How many eggs? How many eggs do these guys lay? It doesn't say. I was thinking if like 1 tame dartle produces an egg every 3 cycles, let's say, that's not, or 4 cycles, let's say, then then I need 8 tamed dartles to feed 2 rexes. I'm gonna need more than 2 rexes for ice, or for water for that matter. It's only 128 kilograms per cycle. That's just not a lot of water. 128 kilograms per cycle only supports, you know, hell, that's not even taking into account the loss from desalinator, right? Because brine, when you desalinate brine, you're only going to get... Does it have it listed here? Yeah, for brine through... No, sorry, that's transition. Through desalinator. Why'd you do an cycles of 3,000. Anyways, brine, you're only getting 20. I hate how it does it per cycle, but anyways, you only get what is it, 70% out. So one fully fed Rex, fed with live creatures, not tough meat, fed with live creatures, giving us 128 kilograms. Brine ice, that is only going to be enough to feed like a single Avagro node. Dang, those ratio, like you just need a lot of farms. Like all of the farms are decently symbiotic, but you just need so many of them. Well, we're doing pretty well on the input materials. Oh, that's 88 queued up. Okay, yeah, that's fine. It's gonna take a lot of time, but we pseudo have time. Not a lot, but some. Amber is not getting anywhere close. It's 57 degrees. We are digging up more peat. We're gonna get a lot more peat here, but we're falling very far behind on tasks. You know, dirt's not getting delivered. Polluted dirt's not getting delivered. Dirt as well here is not getting delivered. Actually, this is my colony food. I do need that done. Finally getting some little lums in. Hopefully these egg chances, yeah, they're a little bit more even. I think that was 100%. Like I said, that's what I need. I need the lumlets out. Just finishing up. Okay. I can do the next line now. Too bad I can't. Why aren't these picking up seeds? Seeds. Dang it. Okay, and guess I'll keep edible alone. Alrighty, 10. It's like the entire lives of these dupes are just running on wheels to power a single blast shot maker. Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy how long that takes. Maybe I should build the light like I said I was going to and improve their operational efficiency a little bit. And now Harold will get a well-lit buff somewhere. Yeah, lit workspace, 15% speed. So instead of 80 seconds, we're just gonna be taking, what is it, 70 maybe? Any improvements we can get. Build some walls. Yeah, like none of this building's even getting touched, just because they're so consumed on everything else. This is when I normally would be, you know, itching to hire more duplicates and everything, which I probably will in next printing pod. I'll be hiring a normal duplicate. Food is not fantastic, but it's stable enough type of deal. Hell, they're not even delivering like veggie poppers or anything. But at least we have a sterile atmosphere, even if it's not refrigerated. I would put a couple refrigerators down here, but I don't have great power source right now. And these are getting really warm. I want to stop cooling down there. The water down here is too warm, 48 degrees. I'm constantly just pulling heat from down there up into my main base, so I want to stop that. This water is already 42 degrees, so I'm going to raise this to 102 rather. It's not hot enough to boil the salt water or anything. Oh, I guess it potentially is. Yeah, even if this is steam, I'm fine with it being steam. I just don't want to heat it up too much. Oh, power. Okay, I was like, why is this not running? As we get power over here, it'll cool down the cooling loop and cool down the base a little bit. But just like no power up here. Thankfully I do have power over here, but no power for my main base, no power for my blast shots, no power for my cooling. This is the, yeah, exactly, infinite cardio. At least on the organic duplicate side, I don't feel bad having them run on these generators because it does increase their athletic stat. So that's always nice, but I'm doing a lot of running on the bionic side as well, which they don't get any benefits from from running on wheels. So that's not great, but I've consistently been contending with peat generation, so I can't use peat for power wherever I want to. I can dig out a little bit more though. Bonnie's not a great dupe. I think I'm just gonna take an egg. When it's overheating, I just gotta. Oh, yeah, the thermal aqua tuner, sure. Hmm. 18. We can drop off this peat. And we can add some blast shots. I'll have to continue watching this aqua tuner. It's gold, so the temperature when it gets up to 175, it will continually try to overheat. So I'm gonna have to watch temperature. It should stay reasonably cool. No, that's what would peat be under? I wonder. Oof, that's not. Or maybe it is. No, that's fossil and stuff. Shoot, where would peat be under? There you go. Consumable ore. So I have some peat, not a lot. Let's dig out this. And I have plenty of blast shots going, so I'm gonna take it down a bit. 64 cycles. I think I'm gonna make this. This shouldn't be bad. Alright, now I'm just kind of waiting on production at this point. I still have some nickel. Well, I think I do. Yeah, I still have a bit of nickel. I'm gonna have to get back on that, but peat is coming in slowly through my lum. Who should be groomed at this point. Yeah, he's groomed. Actually, I already have an egg. And okay, that's my shift plate. There's my aqua tuner. It should be fine though, at this point, since my temperature is going to be mostly alright. Hopefully, yeah, the temperature on my base should be being cooled down a little bit now. I just didn't want to thermally throttle my sweat corn. That is my only food source. Alright, we're almost 3/4 of the way there. Almost. We're getting close. We are out of biodiesel. We're just waiting on being on production. Let's finally combine these water pools. I don't know why you're swimming. You could have easily just built that from the top, but you do you. At this point, I'm just kind of digging for resources. I don't have any real purpose or anything. I am mostly waiting on this. I should actually make sure all this is lower priority. I wanted... yeah, because the emulsifier needs to be worked in order for my biodiesel. That's what I'm waiting on for these blast shots. It's biodiesel. That should just be my shift plate. Yeah, it's all chilly over there. I'm still not caught up on my polluted water, so I'm not going to plug in this line again yet. Power is limping along. Water is very much limping along. I keep procrastinating this stupid Dartle and Rex farm. I don't want to do it. I hate it so much. I'd rather just feed Rexes. Oh man, they're starving. I don't have any tough meat down here. None of these guys are dying. I see two that are dying right now. Get some tough meat delivered back up there. Get our Rexes fed. Excuse me. Plenty of phyto oil. No issues there. Resin is coming in slowly. Amber's 62 degrees. Brine is melting. Brine, I said, is. Come on, good dupe. Operating ranching. Nicola looks pretty good. I have no real issue. I don't need a decorator. I can just skill somebody into it when I actually need it. So let's go Nicola. Operating ranching. Hey, thanks for the follow, Tavern Wench. Gotta do the whole streamer thing, and thank you. I want them into critter ranching sooner rather than later, and then I will work on mechatronics engineering. Priorities. Who is it? Nicola. Operating ranching. Okay, well, that's... Wait, look at that. We already have a lumlet as well. I feel like that egg hatched so quick. Biodiesel. Do I want to increase? Yeah, all these things need to be done, and nobody's doing them. Mm. Alright, alright. Alright, I think I can turn on the third one. Okay. These guys should be fed. Got a bit of food in there. Last them a few cycles. No pending What are you delivering? Do you not have bleach stone? Do we not have bleach stone, really? Wouldn't have thought we would be running out of bleach stone this quickly. Let's go ahead and dig up that. My entire existence, I want to destroy a bleach stone, and now I actually want it. We need a slave driver duplicate? Is that what you're saying? That when it's LG's coming along. P is 12.7 tons. I think a lot of it's on the left side of the base though, so I don't want to fool myself with that number. Yeah, Vagro, yeah, vines, they grow and they'll... Should have got that bleach. So yeah, they immediately yoinked it. That'll get us a few more. What is bleach stone? It's probably... Oh, I'm already on it. Saw the blue. I'd like bigger sources so I don't have to continually dig over and over again. Just because that's kind of annoying. But we don't have any big blocks. I mean, right down here, I suppose. I think we're gonna go up with this. Then I might go across here as well. $40 per. What are each of these? Oh man, so I have to dig like two little cells for each blast shot. So I'm probably gonna be digging up a lot more bleach stone than this. I know there's actually a way to create bleach stone as well. Yeah, sublimates. Yeah, that's what we're doing right now. We're not harvesting any lettuce. Yeah, there we go. So if you salt some gold, creates bleach stone out as well in bleach stone hopper. We have plenty of salt. We have gold amalgam, so we'd have to refine that to gold. So we have 60 cycles to shoot 76 more. cutting it pretty close for sure. Just because of all the production that has to happen, it's gonna take us a little bit. I might start on proper Rex farms. We don't have a lot of wild planted dew drippers over here though. This was our best area, realistically. Alright, I'm gonna run to the bathroom while my dupes get all this dug out. Get some more biodiesel for more blast shots. I'll be right back in a minute. And I'm back. Getting all that bleach zone. Might as well find more and dig out more. I don't want to dig up here just because of all the chlorine. That's all. Free bleach zone. Probably left more over here. We're delivering blast shots. Yeah, they're on their way. Finally, 25% of the way there. I have more organic duplicates than bionic, so I can't take a organic. So I'm just gonna take the strength booster. Never a bad thing to have. I'll take it. And I wonder why this isn't being built. Sometimes the game can bug out and they won't finish construction. You can always check the errands tab to see if a dupe is getting the errand. If they're not getting the errand, sometimes the game, like you just saw, the game will bug out and they won't build a particular structure. Even though they have the materials, they can get there, you know, it's in schedule, you know, all that stuff, right? But sometimes it just doesn't work how you want it to. Um, this filtration system's working out nicely. I got rid of the majority of the uh, chlorine that was hanging around. A quarter of the way there. We have plenty of bleach stone queued up to be dug out. Yeah, hell, we have a few more blast shots sitting around as well to be delivered. Just continue building my wall. Hopefully they don't get themselves stuck. No, I don't think they will. Cooling loop is cooling nicely to like 25 or so degrees. This I'm gonna have to deal with the steam eventually. What I might do is dig up from the bottom and let the cold biome deal with it. Future problem. The amber, 67 degrees. Jeez, it's taking a while. This system was a mistake. In hindsight, I should have never did this. I should have just taken the easy way out and just crushed it in the plant pulverizer. Just take the 50% hit in the conversion, get Boschel and sand out, and get your resin that way. Definitely would have been more efficient. Not worried about phyto oil at all. Biodiesel, just waiting on bleach stone to be dug out. So we should have enough biodiesel. And then we're gonna need more nickel ore as well. Let's queue up 50. Don't want to be short on that. We only have 60 cycles, you know, it's getting closer. It's funny, this system right here requires like 3 dupes attention just constantly, right? Whether it's delivering materials, refining biodiesel, refining the blast shots, generating power, just a lot of dupe labor is tied up in this. So once we shoot down the meteor, hopefully we shoot down the meteor, we'll be able to get rid of the system and just have a lot more dupe availability going on. It takes, every blast shot is 10 HP, so it requires 100 blast shots to destroy the meteor. Technically 96 because we get 4 for free out of these lockers. Oops, don't want to deconstruct that. The meteor blaster will also shoot the intercosmic blast shots or just regular blast shots for meteor defense. We're getting there. Yeah, we're waiting on bleach stone. Getting some nickel. Our P is finally increasing. It took us 142 cycles, but it's finally going the direction we'd like it to go. Wait. I didn't want to do that. Oh, I have a lot of bleachstone over here. Why do I randomly have crude oil? I'm gonna trade some bleachstone over. Even though this will introduce some chlorine into our base, it's a worthwhile trade-off just to help expedite blast shot creation. We have 66 more to go. Going around doing a bit of cleanup now. I think once we get the asteroid shot down, I think we will... Well, we just have to work on stabilizing things like power. Especially power. I'm kind of waiting on this amber to heat up. And then once it heats up, we'll get some plastic in, see how much plastic we get, and then based on how much refined metal we have, we'll be able to probably just start our geothermal. It's probably my first bet. Well, for geothermal though, I don't really have the water available to just like prime the geothermal. Or I shouldn't say geothermal. There's actually a point of interest building. I don't think it's on my map, but there's a point of interest building that will... It's like a legitimate geothermal system where you insert water. It goes into a machine essentially, which deposits it deep underground, and then it will spit it back up out of geysers after it's been under the actually not included ground. But when I say geothermal, I just mean tapping the magma biome for heat, and then use steam turbines to consume that heat and yeah, give us a bunch of power. Power banks are charged. Algae's going up. Peat's going up. Sorta. I'd almost like a third farm of lums, realistically. What's our temperature like? It's actually too cold up here. We don't have enough space to the left over here. Just doing little bits of cleanup around the map. I might reposition the bionics up here just to get kind of a much better base design laid out. It is a bionics time to be hired. I really dislike decreased science though. Just makes them level up a lot slower. Actually, yeah, just gaining skill points, it slows it down quite a bit. So I don't think I'm gonna take that guy. A bunch of biodiesel backed up. Probably waiting on nickel. No, we're not. What would we be waiting on? peat probably. Let's use fertilizer. I don't want to lose my count though. 63. Yeah, we have peat around. It's just a matter of them getting it delivered. I want to queue up a bunch of dig commands, but I don't want to take away from potential useful work. So that's really why I'm not doing more. How much bleach stone do we have here? 4 tons. Yeah. Okay, I'll leave that alone for now. Keep an eye on it though. I'm just always watching tubes run on wheels. That's all we're doing. Bunch more blast shots. Get us down to probably 600 health or so. Idle. Bionics are idle. Do I want to start rebuilding? Kinda. Kinda. How low can these go? 25. That's not very cool. Especially when I'm melting brine ice up here over and over again. I think I'm going to move this hydrogen generator down. Get rid of all these. Create a third ranch down here. Make sure I get the automation side in. Make sure I get the... Oh, look at all our biodiesel. That's fantastic. We have nickel. Hell, it's probably peat that we're waiting on. We have bits and pieces over here. I guess it's only 100 kilograms per. I think Harold's probably just running on a wheel. Alright. Why is this not growing? Irrigation. Finally caught up. Or finally used the backlog of polluted water. That just means now we're going to be draining this brine ice, which is sad. I might just tap the water down here. Do we have ice down here? I know we dropped quite a bit, but then we kind of stopped digging it, digging farther into the biome because we wanted to preserve the cold up here. So I doubt we have any brine ice. I mean, yeah, I really doubt it. But we might start pumping out into our water line though, over there. Is this all built up? It is. Let's cut that. Wait. Oh, the last pipe's not built, of course. Okay. Oh, gross. Brine ice must have melted. Overheated. Oh, let's turn back on. Cool down just enough, apparently. It's fine. Probably drop it back down to 101. I don't really need it on. I'm surprised they're taking so long to get the rest of these. Okay. Gonna unplug that one, wait for all the hydrogen to drain, so I can destroy it. And then I can get to building my farm. Then again, fourth farm is just gonna be more water requirement for all the plants and everything like that, but what I could actually do is get pips to wild plant. That'd be an idea. A wild plant at Ovagro though, it's not gonna grow as fast. It's gonna grow 25, 4 times slower. So it won't be able to support the full 3. Full 3. Where does knit come from? I don't want that knit around. Knits will sting your duplicates and then they'll become sneezy. So essentially they'll just stop working and start sneezing every once in a while, which is a waste of time. I do think I'm gonna wild plant, just because water is in such short supply down here. The issue with this farm down here is my my gas vent. It's too high. I think I need to drop that down as well, or else I'm just gonna get a bunch of lums as well, or stifling the Vigro nodes with chlorine. Almost halfway. We've about caught up on the backlog of Seacomb. We have quite a bit more up here. I probably should start digging to it. I have a feeling we're gonna need it before the challenge is over. I want to avoid wet feet as much as possible. Let's just continue digging through here. I need the bleach stone anyway, so might as well dig it out. And I'll get a bunch of amber there, and a bunch of seacomb over here. So how much polluted dirt we got? Not a lot, but they should be being fertilized. Just behind 10 kilos. Yeah, so we have enough to fertilize all this. I'm just seeing we're getting low on phyto oil now, even though we have a big backlog of biodiesel. What is this? 200 per. Dang, so full liquid reservoir is only 25 blast shots, so it's 25 blast shots here, and then we need more phyto oil for the rest. Really wish I could get the bionics helping out with the normal duplicate side since they're so behind on labor, but it wouldn't be very fun, would it? Alright, let's get more bleach stone. That is something we can help out with. Even though we have 2.8 tons. Yeah, these guys are just either running on wheels or producing blast shots. That's their entire lives. Not the best living in the world, I have to imagine. Where did that pip go? Oh, I just saw it. Let's relocate this to here. And, oh boy, Avagro seeds. Let's prioritize them. Okay. Oh no, that was how many microchips do we have? 100, 108. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna turn on Tinker again. Oops. Why does this? Oh boy, my bad. Hey, look at all that hydrogen we have though. Okay, so let's allow Tinker on these. So, dupes will come by an NG tune-up. So that'll be nice. I'll get an extra, I don't know, 200 watts out of it. Goes from 480 to 720. So that'll make our peak go farther. And the NG tune-up should last a while as well. Yeah, 3.3 cycles, so should be much more efficient on the peat. Probably should have did that a little while ago, to be honest. Dang it, I didn't want to groom that guy. And we have a Avagro seeds. Okay, so theory is the pip will pick up the Avagro seed and plant it in a properly allowable farm tile, which are these two. So we'll just wait for them to plant the Avagro nodes. And when you do it that way, you don't have to provide them water or anything like that. So that'll be nice. Just extend our water supply as much as possible because it is dwindling pretty quick actually. We'll have to deal with it before too long. Quite a few more blast shots going. It's gonna get us to the halfway mark. So 50 more cycles. I'm feeling pretty good. We're still cutting it close, but I think we have the resources for to make the remaining blast shots and get the meteor shot down before it destroys our planet, which would be a pretty big shame right now because actually not too bad. It destroyed this farm, and this farm. But otherwise, it wouldn't be too horrible of a situation. The issue is I'd have to protect my base with insulated tiles, because if I didn't do that, all the heat would just fall down, and I'd cook my base. I'd have, if I let that happen, I'd have to like retreat, you know, like over here. I don't know how my core base would survive that type of stuff. So definitely the plan is to shoot it down. We have still a full tank of biodiesel, which will get us 25 more blast shots, assuming we have the peat and nickel, which we definitely have the nickel. We just have to crush it up. Worst case, peat. We have a farm, so it is coming in renewably. Honestly, I still think power is the big one. Hey, okay, so I did that wrong. I need to create a dirt tile, not a farm tile. I will be doing that next time though. I am going to end the stream here. Next time we can have to continue to work on our water for our bionic dupes. I might just tap into the free pockets of water around the map, just to limp along. The future plan is going to be to create a properly sustainable Dartle Rex Ranch. I'll have a breeder Dartle farm, which will be transposing the extra Dartles into the Rex Ranch, and then the Rexes will be eating them. Rexes will be excreting the brine ice, which will both provide us with water and provide the fertilization for the dew drippers, which will be feeding the Dartles. So the farm will be symbiotic, and then I'll get extra ice out. I'll be using that extra ice for, you know, my base, specifically the Avagro nodes. So that'll be a big project next cycle, or next time, and I'll probably be building it here. I'm gonna make do with the wild planted as much as possible. So this will be a Dartle farm right here, and then I'll probably have the Rex farms underneath. And I'll probably do some off-screen math on ratios. How many dew drippers can a Dartle, other way around? How many dew drippers does a Dartle need to eat? I think it was, yeah, if it's fertilized, 2 dew drippers per Dartle. If they're unfertilized, it's 8 dew drippers per Dartle, so quite a bit worse. And then depending on a tamed Dartle, how many eggs they produce, I'll know how many extra Dartles I'm getting out for my Rexes. So then I'll know how many Rexes I'm able to support. And then ultimately I'll know how much ice I'm getting out as well at the end of the day. So that'll be next time. I hope everybody enjoyed the stream. Thanks, the Doctor 303, for hanging out. I don't mind lurkers. Lurkers are fine with me. So have a great rest of your day, and I will catch everybody next time.